What's going on? Johnny Trades here with a recap video from last night's trade. Now, we took a position on Friday when the market tanked on Sound, and we sold it in the overnight hours, that 24-hour trading. It was really cool that Hound AI is tradable on that 24-hour market. So let's go ahead and start sharing my screen so we can showcase exactly that trade. So this is our Learn to Earn Discord. It is 100% free, lifetime access. Get in while you can. First link in the description. But besides that, I wanted to showcase this. Trade your plan, not your emotions. We want to have a smaller risk to a larger reward so we can benefit from our trade. So a perfect setup on Sound today, resulting in a 17% profit. And we're doing the recap here, buying down here at that dip and waiting to sell again in that overnight session. And I was trying to get out before 6 p.m. my time when the market closes, and I didn't. And I was like, well, we'll set a limit order or something to trade in the morning. And coolly, pretty awesomely enough, we were able to sell in that overnight hour. So we did result in a 17% profit, $14.50 per share, only on about $100. So my total cost was 82. We sold at 97. We had 5 shares. Average price was 16.54, and we're going to go over that on the charts. Last price that I sold at was 19.40. So pretty cool how we were able to make those profits and benefit from taking that trade. So go on over to the Discord, check it out. It's free to join, and there is a ton of members. We're about to cross over 1,000 members in just the Discord. We now have 7,400 subscribers on the channel and over 70,000 members in our Facebook community. So that's something you can definitely check out as well if you're interested. Maybe you don't want to day trade. Maybe you're more of a long-term investor or a dividend investor. Well, look, you guys can join this community as well, 100% free. Again, lifetime access. 70,000 members in this one. And there's a lot of people, a lot of conversations. It's a very active community still today in 2025, and a lot of great information. You can connect with other like-minded individuals. So a ton of resources for you available. Got the Discord, got the YouTube channel, got the Facebook private group, and a ton of people that you can interact with as well, besides just me. So looking at this trade plan, you can see we had a pretty good trade plan set up here. I was risking about 50 cents on this trade per share, which was nothing, to potentially make about well, $3 per share. So it was a 3% risk to a 20% reward. We hit 17%, and of course we're going to showcase that to you now. If I go to my 10-minute chart here, and what's crazy too is Sound pushed up even higher from those 1940s where I sold. It pushed all the way up to $20.20. So I could have held on to this position a little longer. But also, there's nothing wrong with locking in some profits. So right here, as you can see, I bought these shares right in this area. We're talking at 5 o'clock my time, 5:50ish that time, and about 5. So right around 5:50, almost 6 o'clock, right before the market closed on Friday, I bought the dip, guys, because you can see here a huge sell-off from those 1890 area to 1585. Now 1585 would have been a great price point. 16 would have been good as well, but nonetheless, we had a 1650 average price. We waited for this to push up over the weekend. It pushed up on Monday, and yes, the market was open yesterday. A lot of people were confused whether the market was going to be open, but yes, it was open, in fact, on Columbus Day, which is crazy. The bond market was closed. I believe futures market was closed, as well as banks and other federal buildings. But nonetheless, the market was open yesterday, and we sold. We sold our shares at 1940, so a very nice average, averaging in from 1630, 1640, and 1705. We had that nice 1650 average, resulting in a very beautiful trade. We made 17% profit. Now, to put that into perspective here, okay, 17% profit on 100 bucks is about $17. Now, if we took that same trade with 1,000 bucks, we'd be up $170. $2,000, we'd be up $340. And of course, some of our traders trade with a lot larger amount of money, say $10,000. In that trade would have resulted in 1,700 bucks. Okay, same trade setup. We care about percentages, not necessarily the dollar cost. My goal, let's go back to this. My goal on this channel and in my trading journey and trading style is to make 2% a day. 2% a day is my target. Now, at 2% a day, I can make 10% a week, 40% a month, okay? But that 2% doesn't always have to happen. Sure, we can lose a 1%, a half a percent, and I don't like to lose any more than 2%. 5% is my max loss. That means I gotta walk away from my computer and put myself in some type of a trading rehab. We could talk about that later. But 2% is as much as I'm usually willing to risk. Now, sometimes I'll only risk 1%, a half of a percent, but nonetheless, when you go into the market with low expectations, hey, I want to make 1 or 2% today, and you end up getting a banger of a stock that goes up 10%, 15%, 20%, even 5% is huge because now we're doubling that target. And it does happen by having consistently profitable strategy and showing up every single day consistently. You can get those big winners. Okay, that 2% could very easily turn into 10, 20%, 50% when you are making those moves. So very beautiful trade on our part on Sound. I wanted to give you guys a recap. Now, I sold this, of course I sold this around, I think it was like 7 o'clock, and I didn't want to do a video at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night for you guys. I figured I'd just wait till today and do a recap. Now, with that said, we did trade with our LTE team. For all of you who are not aware, that's our Learn to Earn team, where we live stream every morning at Market Open. You guys get to follow along with some of my trades for about 30 minutes to an hour. And right now we're in OpenAI. It's doing the same thing. We have a nice strategy here, same thing, a very, very low risk. I mean, we're risking one nickel, a nickel per share. That's 5 cents per share is what we are risking. And again, it's a very light position. I don't like to go in very heavy. We have about 17 shares, 124 bucks. We are currently up 4.5% with a current average price of 702. This means that we are up at least a good 30 cents right now on this trade and rising. Now, I do believe Opendoor technology can push up to $8, $8.85, maybe even $9. My price target right now for take profit 1 is $9 when this does push up. So right now we are seeing some nice upward momentum. It is holding above that 200 MA, and that's all we're going to do. We're going to hold this, potentially make another 17, 20% profit. That would be very nice. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you when to buy or sell. I'm not even telling you to trade this company. All I'm showing you is what I'm doing to be successful in the market, and hopefully you can take away little tips and tricks to help you in your trading journey. So I do have my alert set at 1720. I'm going to go ahead and readjust this, maybe 1725. If this does begin to pull back a little bit, we can lock in those profits and get out of that trade very easily. And I got my alert set at about 1745. It pushes up again about 8 more cents, and we can see some more upward momentum on this trade. It just hit 738. Seeing some consolidation here. Now, that's not really much of a concern as it is above those pre-market levels and those after-hour levels. Now it's all a matter of holding above 745, 750, 760 to get some more of that upward momentum. But for the first time in probably about, I'd say, almost a week, this has been in a downward trend from those levels to here in about 6 days, down about 27%. And what we want to do is capitalize, right? We have a very low risk. You can see that little red line right there. That's our risk level. And right now we're in the profits, and we have so much more profits to go. We're talking a whopping 37% if I hold and if this goes up to those previous all-time highs. Now, it doesn't have to. If we were to adjust this down to our first take profit, potentially around that moving average of 832, that's still at 18% profit. It pushes up to my first price target of $9. That's a 28% profit, guys. And on 100 bucks, that's like around $30. 1,000 bucks, that's around $300 in profit. So I did do a sound recap for you all, as well as the current trade I'm in. And yeah, and I hope that was very informational, educational, or at least showed you a little bit of the inside my trading style for you all. Great trade yesterday and potentially today. Already doing well. So I didn't want this recap to go too long. Hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's end the year on a green note, and I will see you all for tomorrow morning's live day trading session where we get to do this all over again. Thank you for your time, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day.